And so maybe if I'm doing this on my own,
Yep.
I don't have the capital to bring in a coach, or maybe I don't have the network of knowing who to call
Yep.
for that support.
Well, I'll tell you this. We have thrivers all over the world. We've had many reach out to us and ask us if we can coach them on an individual basis. We have a few people we do that with. As a consultant, that's basically what I've done for years. We have people who reach out and do that. Well,
Sure.
The way we've done our consulting for the last decade is we don't charge, and we don't make you sign a contract. It's a month-to-month thing. So month-to-month, we earn your business, so to speak. Most of the executive coaches out there, business coaches out there, a lot of them make you sign big contracts. And it's like $2,000, $5,000 a month, guaranteed for a year. And I've just found that a lot of people mail it in after they get that guaranteed contract. And so these franchises, again, they're not trying to sell you a bill of goods that you don't want. They're actually going to provide you with a great coach that can help you. And if you're not going to buy a franchise, we'd recommend that you let Thrive 15 be your strategic coach. Let us help you do that. You can call in anytime, email anytime. We're here for you. But if you do buy a franchise, just know they're going to try to offer you a lot of support.
Okay, so that's number 7, a coach and support when needed. Number 8 is instant credibility, national and local advertising programs. How powerful is having that, that brand recognition, that instant credibility?
Big plug right now. Big plug. Just kind of doing a big plug. Shameless, big plug. The elephant in the room, our haircut business, we've teamed up with Jonathan Barnett, who started OxyFresh. And so it's a neat deal because John has built hundreds of franchises. And so when John decided to team up with Elephant in the Room, it was like a big shot in the arm. Big shout out to Brett Denton in Boise, Idaho, his new podcast, Shot in the Arm. Okay. But it's a big shot in the arm. It was a big boost because people were like, wow, John's teaming up with you guys? You guys must be legit, and people are going, you guys are legit. It's all of a sudden it gives that swag like, wow, you guys are legit, And so it's like if your team, I don't know if you're a big sports guy or sports gal watching this right now, but if your team brought in like LeBron James, all of a sudden, people are like, we have LeBron James. We got LeBron James. We don't know who the other guys are, but we have LeBron James because he's just a big name, and he brings a certain swagger, a certain confidence, a certain reputation. When you buy a franchise, you have that instant credibility. So now when you tell people, hey, Mom, I bought a new business. Hey, neighbor, I bought a new business. And they go, what business is it? And you say, I bought a Sports Clips. They go, oh, you mean like the Sports Clips? Yeah. Oh, so it's not sketchy. But if you said, hey, I bought a new franchise, and I started my new business, and they say, what kind of business is it? And you say, it's a haircut place. And they say, well, what's the name of it? And you go, the haircut shop, and you go, okay. And you probably shouldn't talk like straight, you probably shouldn't revert right into that whole, rednecky.
Just immediately.
But anyway, you go, I don't know, mop chop shop, and then they say, well, hey, do you have a business card? Well, yeah, but I made it myself, and I hand made it and hand printed it, and my sign's on the way, and
they smile and they're like, oh, cool, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we're located there behind. I mean, if it's not a franchise, think of all the problems here. You say, well, now our accounting systems are a little bit off right now, but I got a good feeling. And we were located right there behind the water fountain, behind that old Chinese restaurant over there. Pretty good. And, sometimes when I need a mentor, because I am alone, I talk to myself, and I feel like that's where I find my best ideas. And I got some really good discounts because I know a guy, and then my packaging, is I handmade most of that myself. And my real estate expert's my brother-in-law. Now, granted, they're getting a divorce. It's not technically my brother-in-law right now. He's kind of been ostracized. And then, for a coach, my wife and I, we talk a lot about it. And then, and then that's me. Instant credibility. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people are doing in small business.
Sure.
So franchising can help you get that swag.
Okay. So number 8 is instant credibility. Number 9, $1 million technology for a few $1,000s. Now, there's a lot of technology in running a business, especially one where you're taking payments there in the store all the time. So you got the point of sale systems. You have digital advertising, interest site communication, marketing systems, search engine optimization. So how much money can we really save if we buy a franchise versus doing it ourselves?
An example, a friend of mine, he's building a big franchise company right now, and he has literally invested this year over $120,000 on just his software that incorporates their point of sale, their marketing systems, their calendar, just this year. I mean, you could buy a whole franchise, a lot of franchises, for $50,000 or $100,000, and that's the whole thing. He's just refining software for $100,000. When you say, well, how does he do that? Well, when there's hundreds and hundreds of franchises that are each paying 6% of their gross revenue into a franchise system, then the franchise system as a whole can improve and make a vast improvement in one area.